Hi there and welcome back to my garden with another potato reveal. Today I'm harvesting Blue Ajanhuiri, which is a wild potato variety that I grow since quite a couple of years, not because it's a huge yielding potato, just because it's a fun variety and has some quite interesting genes, so I like to do some breeding with it. So let's see what we got. And there we can see a tuber right at the bottom of the container and another one, and as you can see they're quite funny shaped. They're fingerling potatoes and they can have yellow eyes, which makes them look quite cool. The interesting thing with them is that they don't develop these yellow eyes on all tubers. Some of them just look regular purple or have really little yellow showing. So it's quite a cute variety, always good for a surprise. And you get to harvest them carefully because they can break. And there's another one. And the soil is really soggy. And here we get another one. And this is one of these hardly domesticated varieties that's not bred in Europe. That's right from the source in South America. And they are just so unique and fun shaped that they're great for a surprise. And as usual, I was planting 2 seed tubers in the 20-liter bucket. And the only downside from growing it, or the 2 downsides from growing it, it's not high yielding, not by any means, and it's really hard to find in the soil because they can grow quite a bit from the planted tuber. They make really long stolons, and because of their color they are extremely hard to find in the soil. But another good thing is they're not very attractive for the wireworms. I'm not sure what it is, why they're not really popular. But maybe it's because they're hard to find. The wireworms don't see them in the soil. I don't know. I don't even know if wireworms have eyes, to be honest, or some form of ability to see if something is light or dark. But when you look at the potatoes, I need to get a basket now. Where did I have it? When you're taking a look at the potatoes, these came from 2 seed potatoes. So it's not a huge harvest, and you can see that they're not super stable in shape or appearance. They can be thin and long, and sometimes they make a thicker tuber. They're all a dark purple, and I only get 2 tubers with the eyes marked in yellow. The rest is just uniformly purple. So it's super interesting how these eyes are developing on some tubers and not on others. Here I can guess that there's some light eyes too, but most of them are just purple. And I will wash up some small tuber here to show you the color and the inside color. They're just a really, really nice purple color. They're just fascinating. And there we get a wireworm that still found the potato. Good, I chose that one to cut open, because it wouldn't be good to store it. And they have white flesh and some purple, but it's not, it's like small dots of purple in here. And they actually keep these purple hints in the flesh and don't turn gray. So they're really interesting and cool potatoes. And I'll see if I get out this wireworm here. Don't want to bring that extra protein to the kitchen. So yeah, it's one of my favorite varieties to grow and eat. They're quite good waxy potatoes, and it's easy to cut some coins from them. so they're quite useful in the kitchen too. The eyes aren't too deep, so you can clean them up easily. And yeah, they're just a fun variety, and if you can get your hands on it, some specialty shops in Europe have them. I would say plant them, they're worth it. Or at least try them. Because they're a classic example for potato taste doesn't have to be boring. They taste really good, lots of flavors. Thanks for watching, happy gardening, and see you next time. Bye!